Good morning, everyone. My name is Tim Meyer. I'm the president and CEO here at Producers Livestock. Today is June 27th. It's a beautiful day here in Omaha, Nebraska. We've just had a week filled with some nice rain across the upper Midwest, and I think most all of us are looking at a pretty good crop headed our way. Prices would indicate that that's the case. So, those of you in the livestock sector feed as much of that corn as possible. Wanted to give you our mid-year update, something that we started here a year ago, and we're happy to continue doing. Producers Livestock is off to a great start in 2025. It's been an exciting year from the standpoint of the cattle market in particular. The hog market's holding its own as well, providing some nice opportunities to those folks. But we've had a lot of other things going on too, and I'll get to those markets a little bit later and give you a little update of what we think might be happening and where we're headed. But wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things we've done in the first 6 months of the year. Our regional summits, we had as many of those this spring as we've ever had. We started out in Carroll, Iowa back in February, went through Atlantic, Iowa, Lexington, Nebraska, Holstein, Iowa, Manchester, Iowa, Wellman, Iowa. We also went to Norfolk, Nebraska, and Lakefield, Minnesota. So we've tried to get to where our customers are at and provide you with some great speakers, provide you with some insight from our commodity office in regard to the markets, and overall just give you an opportunity to meet our people, talk to our people about the challenges you're facing, and if there's anything we can do to help you. And it's an opportunity for us to just show a little appreciation for your business. We love a good steak and a good meal and a good program. So we look forward to doing more of those every year. Our next events are going to be actually in Mitchell, South Dakota, Alexandria, South Dakota, out at Granite Springs Lodge, in coordination with Dakota Fest, August 19th and 20th. So the regional summits, we love seeing you there. We hope to have you there whenever they come in your neighborhood, and we definitely will continue doing those in 2025 and 6. Also want to talk a little bit about our next gen program. The program is growing, and that's exactly what we wanted. Last year we started with a group of about 25 young couples throughout the upper Midwest, and that group has expanded to 75. We maybe expanded our boundaries on that a little bit. We're recognizing that just because you are 40 or 45, maybe it means you are a candidate for the next gen because of the way your family business is structured or the way things are handled from a managerial role. There's no age limits. There's no reasons that anyone wants to be a part of next gen. You can certainly do that. We really want to provide a network for you to communicate not only amongst yourselves, but to reach out to any and all of our staff about our next generation program. We've got some great programming coming up in July with a tour in Lexington, Nebraska, Cozad area of the Dar feedlot there, an outfit that's managed incredibly well, large scale feeders that do things about as well as you can find them out here in the upper Midwest. Additionally, we're going to head over to central Iowa to visit the diagnostic lab at Iowa State University, and then I head on up to Eagle Grove and take a tour of the Prestige Foods hog processing plant. So trying to give you a little bit of different touch there, and those will be day trip events, and I think it's July 28th for Lexington, Nebraska, and July 30th for Ames and Eagle Grove. So those things are on our website. You can find more details there, or our Facebook page. The Next Gen group has their own Facebook page with a lot of our folks engaged in that. Let's see, we also have a summer intern this year. Her name is Kaylee Arnold. Kaylee's from Georgia, from a cow-calf operation. She is a student at Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College in Georgia, and has been a real pleasure to have around this summer. We have her for about 10 weeks. She has spent the first 6 weeks here in Omaha with us in our credit division and our beef marketing side. Also spent some time in the country with our credit inspector, Mike Sievers. So we're showing her a lot about feedlot industry, a lot about the backgrounding industry, a lot about how things are done up here in our country compared to South Georgia, where she's in a 350 head cow calf operation. Works a lot with some purebred genetics and some ET transfers, and so she's getting her eyes open to how we do things, and I think we're providing her a good experience. Hopefully, a lot of you have been able to meet her. She's been out and about with a lot of our staff, and we've got her headed to Sioux City here for the month of July to learn about commodity trading world and the pork industry. And we'll ship her back to Georgia here at the end of the month, and hope that we've given her a great experience. So before I move on, the cattle industry and the hog industries, they've used to always move very parallel, and it's been a number of years now since that's really happened. But let's touch on the hogs first. Um, it's been a tough year from a disease standpoint. The PRRS outbreak this spring has devastated a lot of folks, farrowing herds, and certainly that's impacting the amount of pigs that are market ready right now. Um, we've seen a pretty good run up in prices as a result of that, just because supply isn't as plentiful as it typically is this time of year. But we're also seeing the deferred months are giving some opportunities with corn backing up like it has, and soybean and soy meal backing up. We've got a crush that works pretty darn well for as far out as 10, 12 months. Pork producers can lock in some pretty nice profits, and we certainly would advise folks to do that, or at least get some downside risk management on, so that if the market wants to continue to rally, you can benefit from that, but you've sure got your downside protected. On the side of the cattle industry, wow, certainly taught me to never say never. We've traded fat cattle north of $240 a hundredweight here in the past month, a number I guess in my life I never thought I'd see. If you go back to the COVID lows of June of 2020, we had 80-cent fat cattle, and so we've basically tripled the value of a live butcher steer or heifer. So um, very heady times from a capital requirements perspective, leverage. Those needs are greater than they've ever been for anyone who's feeding any cattle of any amount. Even a 100 head of 9-weight steers cost almost $300,000 today, where that used to buy multiple loads of cattle. So you've got to continue to manage downside risk. A lot of our customers are making very, very nice money right now, but also frustrated by some of the losses that maybe are left on the table from hedging at a number that is below the market today. I guess the benefit that we never really count on, but we certainly are benefiting from today, is this basis. We've had positive basis levels that have been very strong all spring. In particular, here in June, we've seen basis levels north of $20, even $25. So if you had a hedge on that was profitable and you got a $20, $25 basis, that's one hell of a turn of feeding cattle, and you need to be appreciative of that. But you also, can't let that hedge loss get you discouraged and think about changing your strategy. Now is not the time to change your downside risk management strategy. So you've got to keep something in place. Fundamentally, I think our numbers are in our favor. I think the industry is starting to retain some heifers, which is the first spring and summer that we've seen that in multiple years. But those calves won't be born until next spring, and they certainly won't hit the market until 2027 as far as the meat hitting the counters. So we've definitely got a market that feels good. It's certainly been tremendously strong, stronger than anyone ever anticipated. But all we need is an event, probably outside of agriculture or outside of even the beef industry, to create what could be a major correction. So we want to continue to do that. That's a very important part of our programs. Our team in our commodity office is there to help you with the different strategies, so to help you understand the consequences of those choices that you make when you decide to put some risk management tools in place. Likewise, on our credit team, they're all very well versed in risk management. Visit with them to discuss what your needs are there to help protect not only us in the credit shop to get our loans paid back, obviously, but also all that feed that your banker is relying on getting full value for to bring back to the bank and retire your operating line. I'd just like to thank everybody out there for their business. You guys continue to to do well with our programs. I think our staff is in a great place to help you. If you are looking for help in a department that you're not using right now, please refer to our website, refer to our newsletter, or give us a call here in Omaha to we'll get you in the right hands, get you to the right person to help you. My staff is fantastic. We got great people doing great work, and our sole mission is to help you prosper, help you do well. And as we approach the end of June, we're certainly off to a good start as a company, and looking forward to a really strong finish to 2025. And good Lord willing, we'll all have a great year and continue to do what we love doing, and that's raising great cattle and hogs and protein to feed the world. So I thank you again. Have yourselves a great summer. Stay safe out there.